Alright, YouTubers, what is happening? We got a new giant mouse. Adjust my light a little bit. Knife. This is their newest model. Before I get into that, though, I wanted to show you this cool challenge coin they sent me in the mail. And a thank you card. They sent me this a couple weeks ago. Handwritten. Tyler, thanks for your support, the Giant Mouse team. And in there was this pretty cool challenge coin that has the Giant Mouse design, or Danish design, American spirit, Giant Mouse, and a box. And it has the little mouse, Giant Mouse. And on the back you have shank sharpeners, established 1989 Union. So very cool little coin that they just sent for free. No, I didn't order it, didn't ask for it. They just sent it out. I think that's pretty neat. That's gonna create some brand loyalty. So in this box we have the new GM4. So their timing was pretty good because I got this a couple weeks ago, then their new model came out. I wanted to buy it. Congratulations on your purchase. Let's check out this new model. Always loved their packaging. It's top notch. Very cool. Wow, this is like knotted. That's interesting. Remember them doing that before. Pretty well knotted too. There we go. Alright. Little pouch. Alright, so this is a new design for 2018. I like it. And it is a smaller knife with a 4-inch handle, just roughly short of 4 inches, I believe, or right around 4 inches, with a 2.5-inch blade. So it's a smaller knife, a little more stout. Nice little flipper, M390 blade steel. It's completely sterile, which is sweet. A little oil on it. There's literally no markings on it on either side, or anywhere except for the logo here on the outside of the knife. And then they've actually marked, and you can't see it and won't be able to see it on camera, but inside this scale on the show side they have the Giant Mouse logo and some more information. So that's really kind of cool. Then your serial number is subdued, hidden under there. This is 127 on the back spacer. So very cool. So first impressions, I mean, this is an unboxing, first impressions. It's a bearing flipper with a steel lock bar insert. Stone-washed handles, typical kind of Giant Mouse design with the blue pivot collars, the blue back spacer. So it's very reminiscent of their other designs. Jimping's pretty much the same, the crown spine. Got a nice wide little blade here. It's a very cool design, actually. It's different. It's a lot different than their other ones they've done. I mean, you can tell the design elements that are there. I'll give you a size comparison. I've got the Gent on me today. Did a first impressions video on that one yesterday. And I also have the little Native on me today. Yep, I have 3 knives on me right now. 2 and I just got my mail. So it's bigger than the little Native, smaller than the Gent, but not really, actually. Pretty close. The blade's definitely smaller, but the handle's about the same. So it is a smaller knife, but it is much wider in the blade and in the handle than the Gent. See, it's quite skinnier. It's probably more closer to the, it's even fatter than the little Native. So one of those kind of beefy, overbuilt, small knives, kind of like the Spyderco Techno. Oh, what's another one? The Boker Anzo collaboration. Maybe like the Viper box collaboration, so you can see the design elements there. Yeah, I love that blade shape. That's nice. Handle is a little cramped. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of thought when I had a 4-inch handle that you'd be all right, and you are. I mean, I can actually get pretty much all 4 fingers on there, so it's not bad. To get that jimping on your thumb, you got to kind of choke back a little bit, but I've still got about 3 3/4 fingers on there. There is no choil here. This is a sharpening choil, not a finger choil. If you did a finger choil, you'd even have less blade length. So you're kind of forced to choke back here by this flipper tab, which is normal on a flipper. If it was a thumb stud, you wouldn't have that, and you could probably get a little bit more handle. So that is one thing to consider. So it is a smaller knife. Fit and finish out of the box. nice and centered, nice flipping action. Most of the giant mouse, actually all the giant mouse knives I've had have been top-notch fit and finish, so no surprise there. They are made in very limited numbers, which does help when a company like Viper is doing the production of these. They're not mass-produced, so they're going to have a higher price tag, and they're going to be made a little bit better, I think, than the mass-produced knives, because they're just less of the model made, so they can pay more attention to detail. So, yeah. First impressions are good. There's my calipers. Give you some measurements here. Your blade, your handle thickness is 0.401, so that's not too bad. Blade thickness is 0.1615, and your thinness behind the edge .029 inches, so not bad. Under 0.3 is always desirable for me. I like the pocket clip. I usually do this in the full review, but let's show you how this would carry in the pants. It's a little stiff. It's definitely not a deep carry, but it's not too bad. You got a good amount of purchase. I like the clip. The clip is actually really cool. It's nicely designed. Let me put it in the pants I have in now. I have like a... Yeah, those goes on really nicely in those pants, so I'm not wearing denim. I'm wearing like a khaki type pants for work. So there's some basic measurements. Yeah, I mean, price point. So this M390 steel, like I don't know if I mentioned that or not, bearing flipper, titanium. Price point on this is $310, so it's a pricey knife. It's all the giant mouse knives are though, guys. You're getting a very limited number knife here. You're getting a collaboration between Vox and Anzo, so you kind of expect a premium price. It's not like the materials aren't there either. You have M390. I mean, let's compare it to the Gent would be a bad comparison for it because it's got similar materials minus the steel, and it was way cheap. But I was just thinking of one. Dang it! I lost my train of thought. That's gonna. Oh, the Wii Knives Zephyr that I really want to get just came out. It's got M390 steel, titanium flipper, frame lock with carbon fiber overlay. It's a little bit more, but it's going for $300, so it's around the same price. Made in China, made in Italy. So you know, not too much disparity there as far as your price point goes. So you got to take consideration when you look at the value of the knife, the number of pieces it's made. If it's a small batch and run, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. So overall, the flipping action is good, and the handle is comfortable. Good ergonomics. That jimping's just about right. I like it. See the reverse grip. Yeah, it's nice in that grip. That jet backspacer has some jimping here that you can kind of get some purchase on, so that's nice. So I still feel, I don't know, I feel a little cramped in the handle. I don't know why. I thought a 4-inch handle, because this is about a 4-inch handle, and I don't feel cramped at all in this knife. So it's probably because the flipper, I don't know how they're measuring the handle, because if they're measuring from tip to tip here, yeah, you're not even 4 inches there. So really where they should measure is where you're going to put your hand, and that area is only 2.88 inches. The total handle is 4, and if I went up to this, well, let's see. Let's just open that up. So realistically, your hand is going to be right there to right there. So yeah, you're about 3 inches. Really, so realistically, the handle may be 4, but they're going from this point to this point. Realistically, it's only 3 inches long here. That's why it feels cramped. So that makes a lot more sense. In comparison, the Gent from here to here is going to be longer by like 0.3 inches. So that makes more sense of why the size is what it is. Why it feels, That's why it's important to look at to get the measurements and feel in hand instead of looking at stats and saying, oh, that's a 4-inch handle. It's not a 4-inch handle, it's 3-inch handle. Because really, that's the purchase you're getting is 3 inches. You're not getting 4. So a lot of guys with big hands are going to only get 3 fingers on this knife. I can get 3 1/4, not quite 4. So something to consider, guys, if you're looking to buy this knife. I know they're still available, the GM4s. GMP4s are always the ones that sell out. Those are the limited runs in bronze. Well, they're bronze anodized, not actual bronze, like the last one. But these are limited run, so something to consider if you're looking to buy the knife. You don't have a lot of time. That's why I do these kind of videos as first impressions before I do a full review, because these kind of things are important to know if you want to purchase it. And then you can look at, okay, now that I know the handle's going to fit, now that I know that fit and finish is good and the price is worth it, is it going to fit my hand well? Is it going to do those things? And those are the kind of things you figure out. And then you can worry about the cutting performance and all those kind of things later. So, alright guys, that's going to wrap up the video. Any questions or comments, leave them down below, and we'll see you on the next one.